Hey, what's up, guys? Thanks for tuning in to Are You Garbage? Please make sure you go subscribe to the YouTube channel. That way you get the videos as they come out.
Yeah.
Do it.
Welcome to another exciting edition of Are You Garbage? The show where you find out if your favorite comedians are classy individuals or absolute trash. Now, here are your hosts, Kevin Ryan and H. Foley.
Hey, everybody out there, and welcome back to everybody's favorite new podcast. This is Are You Garbage? It's a show where we sit down with your favorite comedians and we find out if they grew up classy or if they're absolute trash. I'm your host, H. Foley, coming at you on a beautiful day down here in Aunt Tootie's basement, feeling good. New year, new her. She's out. She's walking. She's doing her thing. She's meal prepping.
How Tootie got her groove back.
The whole 9 yards. I'm telling you, look out for her down the shore this summer. She's tightening up that body.
She's going to be in Keenan.
Let's get it.
My co-host is coming at you from right next to me. He's my best pal. We're going into the new year together. Let me tell you something, gang. The next time you're reaching for a best pal, you go ahead and make it a kippy, is what he told me I had to say.
We got to move merchandise.
To introduce him. We got it on a T-shirt. Give it up for Kevin James Ryan, everybody.
Hey, gang, what's up, everybody? Thanks for tuning in. As always, please make sure you rate, review, subscribe on iTunes. Full video available on YouTube. And also, you know, the moneymaker, patreon.com/RUGarbage. You can get bonus episodes of Are You Garbage. We'll do a live stream at the end of every month with you guys where you get to ask us questions. We ask you questions. It's a good fucking time. Get involved. Help us pay the bills. That's it.
We love it. And, of course, a nice shout-out to our producer extraordinaire who's getting real cozy over there in the command
he's
center.
He's hanging up his own fucking...
Chicago Bears fucking...
Wild card, baby. I'm looking for a career like Matt Nagy, dude. I want to suck ass and keep my job.
We didn't talk about that in a staff meeting. That thing's got to come down.
Nah, fuck that. It's so much bigger than I thought it was going to be online, and I'm about it, dude.
Ladies and gentlemen, the pride of the Chicago comedy scene, our good pal, give it up for the magic man, T-Bone, Toby McMullen. Everybody.
T-Bone, what up?
Hey, oh yeah, bear down, huh? Sure.
And, gang, we could not be more excited to have our incredibly talented, incredibly special guest here with us today. This gentleman got his start as a battle rapper off the streets of Philadelphia. Ooh. He is the former King of the Dot champion. His battles have over 18 million views online. He has gone on to do incredible things. That's right. He's a major personality over there at Barstool Sports. But the big question in everybody's mind today, is he garbage? I got a fucking D'Alessandro's cheesesteak and a Birch beer. Tells me 100% he is. This kid's got Latchkey Kid written all over him. Both of his parents were working. Damn. Do me a favor, gang. Give us a nice big round of applause, and I say this genuinely for the one, the only, Rone, everybody. Clap it up for him.
Thank you guys so much for having me. This is the first time I've ever been called a comedian, and I'm sweating from my armpits because of it. That's a lot of pressure to put on somebody, but I'm happy to be out here fucking Philly shit.
Dude, he drops into it quick.
Yeah, dude, I can code switch fucking like the best of them.
Like
Street
DiCaprio in The Departed.
Exactly.
You probably got 2 accents, didn't you?
Jesus.
Big time.
Tell me this stuff, because I'm not that familiar. I'm older than you guys. You're young. You're cool.
That's very generous of you.
And we were saying...
Well, he's 52. So.
I'll be 45 in February.
Ass beard.
Really? 45?
I'll be 45 in February. Time for a prostate exam. One at the doctor's this time.
Not the do-at-home kid.
Shove your thumb up your butt, dude.
If it's brown,
you're
it's
doing it wrong.
Oh my God! But no, this is I feel like a little bit of time coming. This is you've gone through a couple Barstool people, but none of that. I mean, you had Kate in here. Kate's Philly trash. She has that same type of disgusting Delco trash.
It's in your blood,
man.
About
it.
Yeah.
There's something disgusting about it. But I saw you having all these other trash bags on, and I knew about the Philly background, so I was like, it's a matter of time. I'm circling around the toilet bowl about to flush through.
Just sitting here listening to you. Sitting here listening to you. You've definitely bought or sold weed in an Acme parking lot.
Oh, my God. Big time. Just lied. Yeah, it's a gram. It's like a fucking
0.8, believe, baby.
It's 0.8, yeah. I fluffed up weed I bought the worst weed in college off a fucking brick, and we used to put it in, we put orange peels in with it to fluff it up. Be like, no, it's good. It's a citric flavor.
Oh, I know exactly.
Hawaiian jambalaya.
Oh, shit. That's what we did. We did that because
when
we had like really good bud, you would put some orange peel in there to make it like special.
Yeah, fluffed up. I don't know how. There's some kind of fucking magic properties.
Well, they thought like the liquid would go into it and make it denser on the scale. It was actually 0.8, but it read as a gram. It's a fucking
His
thing.
garbage answer. I don't know what it is. Some magical properties.
Dude, the fucking
It's moisture.
banana peels going into the wheat.
It rehydrated.
It rehydrates. That's what it is.
This wasn't at the University of Pennsylvania, I take it.
It was at.
It was West Philly. I'll tell you that much.
Penn State, Abington.
Oh, no, you went to Abington?
No, I
You're a
didn't.
satellite kid?
No, I
Shout
wasn't.
out to Altoona.
No, I went to main campus. That was a feather in my hat that I was up at main campus.
Dude, you made the whole family proud. If you went straight to main campus, you were going to be a doctor or
It's
something.
like everybody gets into main campus,
yeah.
but I wore it around like I was going to the university, like it was Wharton or something.
That's awesome.
It was
Damn.
big. It was big for sure, but
I love it. Penn State, Abington. That's fucking fantastic.
yeah, that's.
I had my cousin. Shout out to my cousin who listens. He's from the Northeast, lived in the Northeast, and went to Abington and lived there. Like it was like 12 minutes from his
Went to
actual.
school, got a
He went to
dorm?
Penn State Abington and got like a. I was like, dude, what are you doing?
Calling his mom. What time is it there?
Yeah.
I miss you guys.
Coming home for the holiday? Like, no, I'm not gonna. I'm
can't
not gonna
make
stay
it,
up
yeah.
on campus.
SEPTA ain't running. Can't make it.
All my Northeast boys went to Holy Family.
Holy Family's a
Holy
big one.
Family's was that D3 or something like that?
Yeah.
Or they would all get like a scholarship to Holy Family. It's like you got free meals. I'm pretty sure you got like a dining card was your scholarship. You just swiped in the Holy Family.
That's like I did that at Widener University down
Did
by
you?
Chester. Yeah, and then when I played football there, but I tell people I got a scholarship, which it really was exactly what you're saying. I got.
Oh, you fucking
I got a
liar.
grant.
Dude, for 80 episodes,
It's
he's
called
been
a grant.
He's been bragging about his scholar. He's like, guys, I got some money to play ball.
Well, Ron
fucking-
called it out.
You got chicken fingers at fourth meal. What are you talking
You
about?
have your fucking jersey
your
framed in the
jersey's hanging
background
up.
like you did some shit.
That's my high school jersey.
yeah, I was about that. Looks like a
He also
practice
got
jersey.
paid in chicken fingers in high school, too.
I had a full scholarship there.
Hell yes.
A kid who listens that was going to Widener now hit me up and was like, asked me what the scene was like back then.
It's like 2 buildings. What are you talking about?
What was
And
it?
I said the cafeteria was awesome back then. What's it like now? And this is how trashy my school is. He's like, yeah, once a semester they do a crab feast
Oh, that's
What?
not
in a
good.
parking lot.
I would not
And
trust.
they only give 1 ticket out per student, so nobody doubles down. I was
Oh
like,
my
oh man, that's a
God.
trash.
Dude, if you're
trash
playing
situation.
hard defense at the crab feast at your college, that ain't
In a
good.
parking lot, I thought crab feasts were like you lay out like a piece of paper and everyone sits around a table or something. You're just walking up to the parking lot and getting your like little styrofoam plate and
It's out of
leaving.
the back of a van.
Oh my god.
That's not, dude. If you're eating cafeteria cooked crabs, by the way, that's not something you roll the dice with.
They're already bottom feeders. Like what are the cafeteria ones?
Yeah, how cheap are those?
crabs?
These are from last year.
Crabs from the bad neighborhoods.
Laying around.
All right, so give me the full backstory because, like I said, I'm a little older. These guys are all huge fans of you. Where did you start out? Where did you grow up? Give me the deets.
So Delaware County,
Okay.
Delco, but it's like, to be completely honest, it's like more the Villanova side than the Havertown side, which is points against me on this.
No,
on,
that's
on this
what you
show.
mean. The Villanova side, that's the main line.
That's
for
what he's
people
saying. It's
who-
classy.
That's what I'm saying.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
classy.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
points
yeah.
against me on
Very.
this side. If I was like in Havertown, the fucking Drexel Hill area or whatever, there would be no question about my
Yeah.
trash credentials. I went to St. Joe's Prep. Also
Ooh,
doesn't help me.
Nice.
No shit.
Prep school, you know
My
what I
family's
mean?
my family's a big St. Joe's. They all like taught there. Yeah.
It is like people who go to St. Joe's Prep really love to fucking tell you that they went to St. Joe's Prep.
It's always
There's
he's
a
prep
lot of that.
guy.
In
That's
Philly,
always
though.
the thing.
There's a lot of great private schools in the
Yeah,
Philadelphia
because the public
area.
schools suck. You got to do
There's-
something. If you got a
There's
little bit of
no
cash.
good public schools
Nah,
at all.
dude.
There's none at all.
None.
It's either or charter schools.
Charter
There's
schools
a ton
are
of
big.
fucking charter schools where people are just getting education fucking robbed from them. But
Yeah, I
went
don't
to-
trust the charter schools. I don't
Ron
know what
gets
I don't
political
know-
here on Are You Garbage?
I thought that's what this was.
Goddamn Cuomo! What the fuck?
fucking Kenny. But I went to St. Joe's Prep. Then I went up to Penn State main campus. Had no discernible talents whatsoever. But then I started battle rapping. I got into the battle rap world
In
And-
college.
In college, some famous guy came to college, and it was like I ran into him, and pretty much like after his show in like the backstage area, it was like I heard you rap. And we had like a rap battle. It made it
Really?
on World Star Hip Hop like 10
World
years
Star.
ago. So that definitely plays into my garbage
Who was the
acumen.
famous guy?
This guy, Charles Hamilton. Remember Charles Hamilton? He had a song called Brooklyn Girls. It was like he had one good song, and then he battle rapped me,
Ain't
lost.
nothing but a Brooklyn girl. You kind of, did you like ruin his career a
Kind
little
of,
bit?
and he also
You
got
did.
punched in the face by a girl
He got
or something
slumped by
like
a
that,
girl,
and
yeah.
it's like,
He
well,
had a bad like 09 or something.
Never go to Penn State again. Huh?
it was a terrible 09 for this dude.
Well, also, as a white dude from the surrounding Philadelphia suburbs, we like your video
Yes.
went viral in our scene. They were like, "Did you see the dude at Penn State who battled Charles Hamilton?" We were like,
So that's how
"What?"
you battle rapped him right there after a show
After a show.
and beat him.
Yeah, and I didn't know it was even being filmed. Pops up on World Star the next day, and then over the next couple months, I start getting calls from these battle rap leagues that are like, "Come battle rap with us." And I didn't really have illusions of doing it on like a professional scale. I mean, you barely can do it because you don't get paid shit.
It's like comedy, yeah.
It is comedy. It's
Yeah.
like you're getting, but you can say more homophobic slurs. Like it's that's the only difference. You get to be a little bit more homophobic.
You get to say the F word.
And so I wound up kind of building up, and I got to travel all over the world, like going to Sweden and fucking battling dudes from the Philippines and shit like that, and
Really?
Australia and
Crazy.
shit like that, and kind of ascended through the battle rap world. Won some championships, and that was enough accolades to get me some writing jobs and to get my foot in the door at Barstool. And so now I'm in at Barstool, and I guess that's the history. That's the
Fucking
truncated
internet
version.
sensation.
Yeah, right?
there.
Yeah, dude, it is a lot of internet celebrity.
I love it.
Dude, he did. Dude, you
fleeting
did a
fame.
solid for white dudes and from suburban Philadelphia. Back in the day, we were like, "Yo, this dude's sick."
Exactly. But everyone who knew me was like, "This dude's a pussy. He's fooling everybody. I know you're a bitch.
He went to St. Joe's Prep. He's a prep kid.
I saw you get punched in the mouth at a frat party and not do anything about it. Stop trying to tell these dudes you're gonna fucking shoot them or something at a fucking rap battle. You're lying.
Ah, that's great.
You're lying to us."
So what's the family history? So you're going. Did you go to private school the entire time? What'd your mom, dad do? Brothers, sisters, all that stuff.
So my mom's from Chicago. She's a Bears fan.
Uh-oh.
One of 8 from Chicago. And my dad is from New
Great
York
lady.
up here. He grew up in the projects up in New York up here
Okay.
at 104th and Columbus, and
Damn.
a little bit shittier at the time. Now it's basically just uptown
It's like the
Manhattan.
the Upper West Side.
It's nice, but
104, near Columbia.
yeah,
Right?
Yeah, kind of around there. It was Frederick Douglass House was the name of his project. So I'll come up and hang out with my grandma. She lived there till she died. So born poor, died
Jeez.
poor. You know what I mean? But I didn't know it was the projects at the time. I just thought all of New York smelled like piss. It does, but I just had no idea that there was any kind of income related to it.
What'd your dad do?
He became a physicist. He
Okay.
fucking he
Smart dude.
Yeah, smart dude. He
Starts
went-
out in the projects in New York City.
and he went to Manhattan College, and then he went to Princeton for graduate school. So
Damn.
little foo-foo
Smart
shit,
dude.
you know
All
what I
right.
mean? A little kind of foo-foo
How come he
shit.
didn't get his grandmom out of the projects? Moved
I
down
don't
there.
know, because I don't think there's any cash in physics. I think you have to come up with you have to
Yeah, unless you're
design-
Elon Musk, you're
Right.
broke for the most part.
You got to be Robert Oppenheimer and come up with a nuke to make any kind of cash. You got to be selling nukes. to
Imagine
fucking-
if Oppenheimer got his mom out of the fucking Mom, you're not gonna believe what I put
I
together.
had to do some things, but we're gonna get you out
Pack
of
your
here.
bags.
I had to kill some Japanese, but you're good, Ma.
Got your house in Long Island, baby doll.
Exactly.
Did you read the papers today? It's your boy.
It's your boy. I did that.
It's your boy.
Proud of you, son. But and then my mom was a nurse. Yeah, my
Registered
mom's
nurse.
registered nurse.
All
Yeah.
right, so they settle in the Philadelphia area.
They moved into the Philadelphia area. I have an older sister, also a physicist. She married a physicist.
Jesus.
So you could tell that I'm
You're the black sheep. Yeah.
the fucking idiot
Yeah,
of the
yeah,
family.
yeah.
I'm
All the
very
physicists are
obvious.
sitting around with beakers, and they're like, "What's Rone doing?" It's he's rapping some guy
I swear
up
to God,
in New York.
dude. That really they'll give me gifts for my for Christmas that I can't figure out. It's board games and shit. I just
Rubik's
can't
Cube?
play.
It's all puzzles
I'm
and
gonna sit
shit.
this one out. Yeah, just abacuses and I don't know what to do with any of this.
Neil deGrasse Tyson fucking rocket set. What the fuck?
I'm by far the dumbest honest person in my family, but it manifested itself through me just being able to hurl insults at people in the battle rap world. Like that's all I have.
It worked out though.
Deep self-loathing that I externalize towards other people.
That's most performers of some kind. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I like
you have to hate yourself.
So I would have to imagine with a house full of physicists and nurses that you had to grow up somewhat classy as far as the structure of the household.
What do you mean the structure of the household?
As far as like, I imagine your mom ran a tight house. The place was clean. What was it? A single family home?
Yeah, it's like what is a single family home?
Like it was like was it connected to other homes?
Is it a row home?
Row
You're talking about a row home? Yeah, we didn't have a.
Yeah, we had neighbors. What of it?
No, we weren't leaning up on other houses. We stood on our own too. But it was a single
big
family
boy
home.
house.
I like how he took that as an insult. What do you exactly
What
mean?
the fuck
by
do you mean by that, bro? A single family home? Like, was there another family living in the house with us? No.
So many dumb comedians that we have on think that's what we mean. They're like, no, it's just us.
Just
You're
us.
like,
It wasn't anyone
Like
else.
a regular house, not a row home, not a connector.
Yeah,
not
it was
a regular
home,
suburban house.
Relatively tight ship that they ran around the house.
There
I
you
guess
go.
we kind of had. I don't know if I wasn't really making my bed. But I went to a phase in my life where my parents started making me call them ma'am and sir because I was getting too fucking mouthy.
Wow.
I was being too flippant.
That's
with
like
how
movie
I talked.
shit.
I like
yeah,
that.
they ma'am and sir'd my ass, and I'll still catch myself calling my dad sir. It's like I feel like I'm in the fucking military.
Holy shit, that's
Yeah.
the
Pretty
first
good.
time we ever had that.
A ma'am and a sir. They were just because I think my mom's fucking mom was like the strictest woman of all time. So
Okay.
a little bit of that must have trickled down where she was like, "You're an asshole. Like fucking start calling me ma'am and fucking saluting on the way
Call
out."
me sir, goddammit.
Exactly.
That's awesome. What age about this was when you
This is
started?
probably about 10 years old or
started
something
getting
like
a little
that.
rambunctious.
Feeling yourself a
Yeah,
little bit.
and now I'm just a sir guy. Like I'll just throw around sir to like whomever I'm talking to. I'll throw
He just
out-
dropped whomever
Boom,
as
bro.
well. I
That's
don't know
what
if you
I mean.
picked up on that.
pretty good.
That's
Yeah.
pretty classy.
I honestly came into this with a complex that I wouldn't be garbage. Like I was
I
like
agree-
worried that
sure.
because I want to be garbage. I want to be accepted by you guys.
Well, you did come
You're
in
accepted
and
either
he
way.
came in and threw his jacket on the ground right under the fucking coat racks. So that was a pretty garbage. He walked in like we were in his fucking dressing room. He dropped his jacket on. I was like, where do I sit?
Jim Carrey. That shit just slid off.
Threw it down, shot a 3-throw.
Where's my close-up?
You're the first person to come in here and be like, I points against me. I want to be garbage. Everyone's like, I'm not fucking trash. Don't you fucking. And you're like please, I want to be
Please call me
trash.
garbage.
Yeah, the only thing we really seek here is the truth. You know what I mean? Like garbage, not garbage. You're accepted 100%. I know there's obviously going to be elements of garbage.
Yes.
And but it's very interesting to see the dichotomy of like where people come from and where they end up, or where they, you know, or vice versa. That, you know what I mean? You could come from trash. You could end up being classy. You could come from garbage, and then, you know, the whole 9 yards.
Because I wind up almost branding myself as Philly garbage. Like, it's almost like it's helpful for people to contextualize when they meet me.
Sure.
And so imagine them finding out that I use the word whom.
Yeah, exactly.
They'd be fucking, they'd be
guy's
incensed.
fucked. Rone's a fraud. You heard it here first, folks. He made it through 9 years of battle rap and then gets caught on this.
He's like Hilaria Baldwin. He's got a Spanish accent.
He's got a chauffeur outside.
M at the end of who. This guy's a fucking piece of shit.
What's the American word
No,
for water?
But there's
Can you
something.
say a whom?
There's something for most people from Philadelphia that it is just ingrained. There's a trashiness ingrained,
And the
in
money
most
doesn't matter.
people.
And it doesn't
Money
matter what
doesn't
the
matter.
parents do.
Yes.
There's just a trashiness ingrained in people from the Philadelphia area that you can't shake.
Something about the sweatpants.
A lot of pajamas at Home Depot and stuff like
pajamas.
that. Yeah.
Big time. And the whole world has kind of accepted sweatpants over like the last 5 years.
They've
I
made a
like
heavy
it.
run.
I
yeah.
like
Becoming mainstream or whatever, but
Yeah.
I've been wearing that shit for fun. A fifth of my yearly budget goes to sweatpants.
Got my gray Russells on.
What were the grades like?
They got into Maine.
Yeah, I got into Maine
Penn State,
campus, but it was like I think
That ain't bad.
I was like a 3-1 my freshman year of high school, and then I got that Adderall prescription, and that shit skyrocketed. And I was fucking 3.9. I think I got a 4.0 one semester
And
because they're like,
there's the garbage right there.
Exactly.
There's the,
Yo, you got
there's
Addy.
the middle class suburban garbage.
dude, I was
When
on
the
like
pill bottles started
right.
showing up.
it was an off-brand Adderall called Stratera.
Tara was big back in the day.
Bro, they had me on 80 milligrams a day. Like, I knew the fucking answers before the test was like administered, bro. I fucking had everything, and they were like, "You need more time on the test because of this ADD." And my grades started going up. but I was getting the extra time. I would take the test in class, and then I would
clean the entire classroom.
yeah,
Smoke a pack of cigarettes.
I had a fucking toothbrush on the floor.
Yeah.
No, I would get the answers from everybody else that I took the test with, and then at the end of the day, I would finish the test. But I had the
that's
answers from
smart.
everybody, so I was
Yeah.
just like,
Oh, nice.
ipso
You were able to
facto,
workshop
yeah,
the test.
I cheated. It was
pretty
cheating
good.
and taking Adderall, so the grades got substantially better through no fault of my own.
That's awesome.
But fake it till you make it, man.
Yeah,
I'm
the
fine
grades
with
got
it.
better. I graduated with like a 3.0 from Penn State, where I graduated in journalism and theater.
That's not bad.
Fake-
3-0.
But those are the fakest majors of all time, though. Journalism and
Journalism's
theater.
pretty good.
Well,
Theater.
you're
I
kind
like.
of using both of them. I
There
mean,
you
you
go.
perform.
I'm the
And
only
you're
one that's
working at a
using
media company.
either of those.
Yeah,
Nobody
yeah,
who gets
yeah.
a journalism degree is like writing for a fucking newspaper.
You're the
Nobody
only
who
one
has
at
a
the
theater
reunion?
degree. Yeah, exactly. I'm alone, just standing in a room.
What was the SAT score? High school.
SAT was a 1430
Holy
at a
shit!
16. Yeah, it was good. It
Start
was
calling
good.
you sir.
Yeah.
To whom this may concern.
Yeah.
1430, and I
that's a
just
smart
got out
kid.
of there.
I think that's
That's how you spit all that stuff out right there.
Yeah.
It has to be. It has to
Yeah.
be something. But the rap isn't. It's not freestyle rap.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm writing. I did some like freestyle rapping and like that's okay, but like I write the shit out beforehand and memorize it. It's like a fucking set. It's like a fucking having a
Sure.
tight ass
Yeah, yeah,
five,
yeah.
Gotcha.
but I say it only one time and I have to get it perfect the first time. It's not like I can recycle any of the material, but it's just planning it out, knowing where the punchlines are going to be, working on the timing of it by myself or whatever. It's
Yeah,
not
yeah,
like
yeah.
it's just this extemporaneous like connecting word shit that I'm doing quickly like in my mind or anything. It's just memorization.
I didn't even get that one word.
Yeah.
Extraneous.
yeah. He's zoned
my head
I'm
out.
almost-
trying too hard.
My head almost fell off right there when you said that.
Keep it simple for the big man. He got an 870, by the way.
Shout out to Widener. What's up?
That's why he got paid in chicken fingers. The board was like,
No,
we
you-
can't give this guy money to come here. He got a fucking 870.
Just to be clear, it is a scholarship, but like Rone said, they just refer to it as grants in Division III.
Yeah,
I didn't have
that's
to pay
all
the
it was.
money back.
You didn't have to pay the money
No.
back.
he wasn't going to, even if he did, by the way.
No loans, no student.
I had a couple loans.
A couple
too.
loans,
Yeah.
lugging them
but
around.
I kept it light. I only made it 2 years and I was out.
Oh fuck yeah.
Yeah.
Get out of there! You don't want to waste your time in there.
Got my associates and left.
Oh, dog.
You should go back and
Sure.
get, you should, for the Patreon, you should go back and get your college degree. We'll be making $100,000 a month.
For the
If I go to like Penn State or something like that, that'd be
I'll
cool.
get you into Abington. My cousin's
I'll
there.
say it right now. At 1,000 Patreon subscribers, we will enroll Foley and DeVry.
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay.
Let's get it.
I need a small workload for
He's just taking
Don't
lunch.
stack me with credits, okay?
yeah, just slowly but surely. I'm subscribing for that then. If
Yeah,
that's
there you go. We got one in.
Patreon / what? What am I?
Are
what-
you garbage?
Are you garbage? Done.
Patreon.com.
And at 800, we'll all take the SAT.
Yeah.
Oh, there you
dude,
go.
let's get a copy of an old SAT and see if you've improved at all.
There's
I
no
don't remember what
chance.
they asked.
There's no chance.
There's no chance.
It's
Give
critical.
me
his-
an SAT question if you guys remember one. Ballpark it.
Wasn't it like if a train leaves Chicago, if a train leaves Chicago at 11 a.m. and it's traveling that fast, isn't that? It's all critical
Who's
thinking.
paying for the
most part.
ticket?
It's a fantastic.
I don't know. He got a 1430. What are you looking at
But
me
I
for?
have no. I wasn't smoking weed at the time. Was my thing. Like I hadn't begun to smoke weed at that
That
time.
slows you
So
down.
it just. I think it zapped everything out of me.
Yeah.
I think that whatever point in your life you start smoking weed, you just stop growing at that point. I think that your mind regresses back to whenever you started smoking weed.
That's a pretty
I'll give you
solid
that.
theory. Once you really get heavy into it, you just remind me.
Why? What
So I
year
have the
was
mind
that?
of a
Toby's
12-year-old.
9 years old.
I was 15, and that's so fucking accurate.
You can't progress past that. You can't at all.
My buddies, I just remember my buddy to take the SAT. He'd never taken Adderall before, so all my buddies like, "Oh, just take Adderall. You're really fucking focused." And he had never taken. I forget how much he took. Whatever. And dude, he came out panicked. He just got like stuck on one question for like an hour and a half, and he's like, "Dude, I only got through 3 questions just because he was like hyper focused on the fucking answer."
3 questions and 2 packs of cigs.
He's
They
just
tried to
ripping
put
through.
me on it for a half a minute my sophomore year of college to try to save my college experience because I was
We're
fucking.
doing
up in
acid
school.
at the point. This terror ain't gonna stop you.
But it didn't take.
Me and my boys crushed the whole bottle one weekend, New Year's Eve at Penn State main campus.
Oh,
at One of
really?
the frat houses. Yeah, I brought it up there. was fucking gone by the time we came home.
Oh my God, that's it. So it wasn't the time release. It wasn't like the you could crush it up. It wasn't like you didn't have to like take off some kind of sleeve to be able to snort it.
You could, and we did.
I have it on good authority that you can snort the time release.
Those are the little balls, right?
Yeah.
And that's real trashy that you know about this sleeve on the So don't worry.
Yeah, that's the
My
Oxy 80 friends.
Oh, got a bunch. Shout out to Vinny the Skinny.
my buddy had a prescription for 5 milligram Adderall that were blue, and when it would be test night, you would know who was all sped up because their fucking nose would be blue. Like just fucking stuffed a Smurf up their fucking.
It's just like glow. It's like an avatar.
That's bluechew.com/RUGarbage. Promo code garbage. Bluechew.com.
Holy shit! But for the most part, growing up, a good kid.
I was like, a little class clownish. I don't think I would. And no teacher ever liked me. Like I got like. I remember like a babysitter like slammed me up against the wall for like being an asshole or something. I was like a dickhead.
A female or male?
A male.
You had a male babysitter?
What the fuck? They run a tight ship down there at the Ferrone house.
He was frustrated probably. Fucking babysitter. He fucking slammed.
Yeah, you were probably fucking making fun of him. What the fuck you doing with your life anyway?
Go get me soda.
Get me a Diet Coke.
But I was always against. I had a problem with authority. I think between 17 and 18, I got arrested 5 times.
What?
It was like a hot streak.
Here we go.
Mostly for like underage drinking and stuff like that. And my mom at the time thought that those were the only 5 times I had underage drink. It was really bad luck.
She's like, Adam has the worst luck.
Yeah, it happened again.
This is busted at a party in high school.
Busted at a party, or I'm in a car with people who are drinking, or we're at a Phillies game and we get arrested. Or it was 5 times in 6 months. So it
You've
would
been
happen
arrested at a
again.
Phillies game?
We did. The state troopers were doing it. They were running up. They were dressing up undercover, and they would
At
pull
FDR.
up. Yeah, they would pull up in Phillies gear.
Yes.
And they'd get out. They'd be like, "Yo, go Phils," and they're like, "Yeah, all right." And they're like, the one dude, they rolled up on us, and they're like, "Yo," they're like, "Hey, go Phillies." We're like, yeah. Like, you got ID? We're like, yeah, fuck that. You know what I mean? Like, you fucking pussy, whatever. And he's like, no, I'm serious. Like training day style. Chain out.
Yes, exactly.
State troopers.
State troopers.
That's what they were.
It was Dollar Dog Night, too.
Yeah,
really,
it was Dollar Dog
really
Night.
Jammed you up.
It was. They get you. It's like a stinger. It's bait car. They had fucking bait 40s out there. Some hurricanes that I fucking scooped up.
Dude,
it was entrapment.
They knew because a bunch of underage kids come in from the suburbs. Like, yo, it's Dollar Dog Night. Let's get a case of beers. We'll go in and eat 19 hot dogs and call it a night.
It's the best. It's the fucking
It
best.
was.
Shout out to
incredible
Dollar
night.
Dog Night at the link.
So you've been arrested at sporting events.
Yeah,
All right, that's
yeah.
definitely fucking up there.
That's a bad
Them.
one.
Yeah, a couple in a row.
But I will say this. I used to love when the cops would come to a high school party and everybody would run.
The scat, dude.
Oh,
That
yes.
adrenaline of scatter.
Yes.
Dude, kids in the
Jumping
city
fences.
will never have that feeling.
Yeah.
That is the best suburban feeling ever. You're in some nice house. Nobody gives a fuck. The cops, it's like 3 cops. And what are they going to do? Fucking 20 kids bail out the screen door in the
One
back.
person's getting caught.
Yeah, it's the best.
Down the shore, it happened a couple times. We had to hop in the bay one time and wade up. We waded.
What?
We waded up to like the next house. So we like let the current take us to a house over as we're leaving. Or
You're
like
worried about Princeton and St. Joe's Prep? You're diving into the bay to fucking avoid the heat?
it was, and we also were like amateur.
Yeah, was
we
it
were, like,
low
locked-
tide?
Yeah, it was low tide. We were fine. We just walked down.
Got 3 crabs, too. Fucking boiled them up.
They're serving them at Widener this weekend, dude. It's a buyback. But we would also like act like we knew our rights. The cops would come to the parties down the shore, and we would just like lock the doors and be like, "They can't come in." Like,
You
we
have
know,
a warrant.
like, yeah.
That was big. Well, it was when Jay-Z said you need a warrant to check the glove box of the trunk. Everybody
Right,
thought they
exactly.
were a lawyer
Yeah.
right away.
That's
Exactly.
a generational thing. We were still at the point where the cops said anything, you listened to them.
Nah, we
Never
got
pulled that shit.
we got a little. We definitely thought that, and like if a
Yeah.
cop didn't have his lights on when you drove by him, he couldn't pull you over. That kind of shit.
yeah.
It was all these myths that no
Yeah.
one. Yeah.
That's what I did up here. I thought, like, I came to visit Fordham, and they were like, dude, if you drink, like, your beer out of a brown paper bag, like, you should be fine. And I was, like, strolling through the subway with my beer in a brown paper bag, and the undercover came up to me and just ripped the bag and was like, you're under arrest.
Yeah,
fucking dumbass.
Yeah.
Like, fucking...
Well, that with Philly people, it's just different, man.
Jesus
Dude,
Christ.
Philly's still a place you can smoke on the subway platform. Like last time I was home, it was like fucking 4 p.m. We were just smoking on the subway platform. No one says shit.
Yeah, they don't care.
It's literal. Philly's a fucking rough spot.
Man, they do not care at all.
Wait, I want to hear the Bay story. You're running from the cop.
What shore point?
Was
it
it
was,
at
Where
night?
did you go growing up, by the way?
I didn't go to the shore growing up. We would go out to Chicago to hang out with my grandmom or whatever. But then in high school, we started going to. I went to Ocean City for a summer. We had like a little summer house, and then this party was in like Stone Harbor, I think, like up at the end of Avalon. Some beautiful houses.
Yeah, big houses out there. A lot of cash down there. Oprah had that was a Philly scumbag fact of Stone Harbor. Oprah's got a house down there.
She does.
Yeah.
She did.
She did. She
I
sold
would have
it.
fucking. I only knew about like the Lay's guy, like
the Utz. No, it's the Utz.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like, that's the
come
Utz
on.
mansion.
Yo, the Utz
That's the
mansion.
pretzel mansion.
They got chip money.
Yo,
Dude who owns Wawa's got a house down here.
my boy Bobby Buds would do double-decker tours in Chicago, and he
Of
would.
course he
and
would.
What is this, the plot from The Breakup? What are you talking about?
That was Vince Vaughn. You're talking about Vince Vaughn.
Talking about Vince Vaughn and that other wacko?
Yeah. And he would play a game with himself when he would get drunk on the tours, obviously, and then he would see how many places he could say Oprah owned before tourists would start being like, "What the fuck? This is the sixth fucking place you said Oprah."
Ah, that's pretty good.
Steve
man.
Harvey lives there and there and there.
Oh man,
Shout out to Steve Harvey.
that would be a
man.
big selling point on me for a shore house. I don't care where it
Yeah,
was.
Steve Harvey
Could be
lives there.
20 miles off the coast. And be like, hey, Steve Harvey lives here, though.
I saw Steve Harvey hanging outside of Trump Tower in Chicago, like one time in 2015. I had to like fucking double take. It was like the most Chicago thing that.
Dude, yeah, he's just dude. The saddest thing was that hair was fake that whole time.
Couldn't believe it.
That was shocking.
Perfect.
That was jarring.
Because
yeah.
like dudes used to go be like, "Yo, give me the Steve Harvey lineup." You know what I mean?
Oh,
Like they
yeah.
want
Unattainable.
He had that unattainable fucking.
What about the mustache though? Is the mustache fake too? Because
that
they kind of
can't
match.
match. That adhesive would no way with
It's
that
all
stay.
perfect, though.
But it had the
was
same
always
sheen
clean.
though. It had the same glow
It was,
to it.
yeah,
though.
man. He's got a lot of cash to spend.
Yeah,
you know
I don't
what
know
I
what
mean?
to believe. I don't know what to believe at the end of the day with Harvey.
Shout out to Harvey, man.
Yeah, shout out to Harvey.
You're in the Bay.
I was in the bed and I
Is
just
it
drifted
night?
down.
Is
was
it night?
It was night. The fucking cops like
You're
rushed in from
crazy.
every angle.
Also, no Stone Harbor cops jumping in the water.
Oh no,
I would
They didn't
never.
even know. We just drifted down, fucking hopped out of the water, and fucking we're on our way.
Great.
That
I
is
think
like
I've
Went to another party.
yeah, I've
All wet.
escaped the cops more than I've been arrested by the cops.
That's pretty good.
yeah,
He's in here. He's got the seaweed on him. Looking like SEAL Team 6 showed up.
I had the ghillie suit on. Coming out with the fucking.
Yo, who's got the cups?
Yeah, we got a red cup. Costs for $5.
Full scuba shit.
Yo, they
man.
got shots up in the bedroom if you want them.
On my belly, coming across the back
He's
on.
flipping over the couch and shit.
Flippers all wet. Ah, that's beautiful.
I love it.
That's fucking great. That's
Yeah.
that's a childhood story. You can't fucking
Yeah, true
never
dirtbag
forget.
shit.
I
True
love that.
dirtbag shit. They would chase more in Stone Harbor. We ran from the cops one time. There's like a big field outside of there's a couple bars that are like face a field in Stone Harbor, and cops started chasing us through the field one time, and my buddy like kind of gave a little head fake to a cop, and it was like a movie. The cop fell into a soccer net, and got caught in it like a fish. He like shook the fucking cop, and the guy was just in a fucking soccer net. They wound up catching my friend.
That's a
though.
situation.
They got him though.
They arrested his ass later.
Yeah,
on, man.
and they don't like that shit.
they didn't
If
like
you
being
get in a
humiliated.
yeah,
Yeah,
you got to get
yeah,
away
yeah,
from
yeah.
that.
Yes, exactly.
We got so lucky. We almost gave ourselves up. We were like maybe 12 or 13. We were staying in Stone Harbor at like somebody's house, and we met these girls on like the playground at Stone Harbor. And we're like, oh, we're gonna meet here, fucking at like midnight tonight. We had to go through those Avalon dunes, and the beaches in Avalon, just so people don't know, it's like Normandy. They're like fucking 200
long-ass
yards
beaches.
long, man.
Yeah.
So we're running through the dunes. Girls never show up. We're walking back defeated at like fucking 2 o'clock in the morning because it was like at least a half an hour to get there. We're all sweaty. All of a sudden behind us, whoop, whoop, fucking hits the lights. We just
Man.
fucking take off through this neighborhood. And it was literally like he was doing like parallels. We were jumping over fences and fucking hiding and jumping over.
Tracking you on the next street.
And dude, it started to get real serious. Like all of a sudden there was like 2 of them. We could feel the spotlights. Like it felt like we were in fucking Boys in the Hood. And we were starting getting
Meanwhile, you're in Stone Harbor, New Jersey. The richest zip code on the East Coast.
Ricky!
They got Toby.
But I thought of myself like that. Like once I ran from the cops once, I was like, man, I have something to rap about now. Like I'm hardened.
I'm gonna give this rapping thing a try.
I was in like fucking Lacoste. And
Yeah,
I was like, I'm fucking hardened now.
Dude, we were.
You got a Crustable waiting for you at home.
We were in Avalon one night at the Princeton. All right, that's the big bar down in Avalon, and I got in a fight, and we're all banged up. It was when vodka Red Bulls hit big that time. It was like vodka Red Bulls. And
yeah,
shots
you guys
of Jaeger
were like
bombs.
at a perfect age for that.
It was
Yes, I
Jaeger
remember
bombs
that
and
summer.
vodka Red Bulls. Like that
That
was
and
every
Seth
round.
Rogen. You guys couldn't get enough of it. Fucking dorks.
He enjoyed that, man. He really enjoyed his work.
He was an everyman hero. You know what I mean? So
Super bad, man.
we get in a fight. I get thrown out. Cops are like, they like receive me as I get tossed out. And we're like, we're leaving. You know what I mean? It was whatever. Shirt's all ripped. I'm like fucking, got punched in the mouth. I'm like bloody. So we're walking home. It's me, my brother, and my buddy. And my buddy falls in a sinkhole as we're walking home. It's in the middle of the street. It was like a 1 foot by 1 foot, and he stepped in and like tore his meniscus. He had to get surgery the next day. So he goes to he's like, I'm gonna file a report with the city because like he didn't have health insurance or something. So he's like, I'm gonna file a report with the city. They're gonna have to pay for this. It was a city road. So he goes, I need a witness. So he's like, you're going to have to come with me. I'm like, all right. I was so banged up the night before, I didn't really remember. I'm like, yeah, man, let's go. We walk into the fucking police station, like, you're the guy who got thrown out of the bar like 3 hours ago. Like,
We know you.
yeah, they're like, dude, get out of here. I'm like,
We're here to file a claim.
yeah. It's pretty bad when I'm your star witness, dude. It ain't good.
Hey, my buddy fell in front of Oprah's house.
Is she here this weekend? You know?
We'd like to sue her.
It might have been Ut's house. Yeah, I don't know.
The cop's like, which one?
Yeah. I'll take my settlement in chips, please.
All right, let's get into a little game called Are You Garbage?
This is a hot one, baby.
Yes.
Ron, we're
Let's
going to
get it,
ask you a
let's get it.
series of questions. Answer them open and honestly. I was thinking, I want to know what your life's like now, where you're at class-wise now. I'm interested in that. You have your own place? Or you have roommates?
I live with my fiance.
Oh.
A little French word for you.
That means broad for
That's
you
my
idiots.
broad. That's my dame.
That means #1 girl for everybody out there in Bristol.
My old lady. But I'm in Vinegar Hill, so Brooklyn.
Okay, nice.
Close to Dumbo.
Okay.
So that's kind of it's kind of
That's
Sounds nice.
That's a
Vinegar
couple
Hill,
of
I
bucks
like it.
over there.
But she moved up from Philly, so it was like she's like she wasn't going to move up unless she was like happy with where she was living
Sure,
at.
yeah.
So she was like, right, she had to be able to feel like comfortable in her
Of course,
neighborhood
of
and
course.
act
What
like
does she
was-
do?
She's in medical sales, medical device sales.
That's-
So
She
she's
does okay.
She does okay. She does well
Nice.
for herself.
All
She
right.
does well for herself.
All right.
So yeah, we're out in Dumbo. Yeah, so that again, like I feel like that's another strike against
That's
me.
all right.
I'm almost like reticent to admit
No.
the truth about myself. We're
No,
gonna
no,
get to the
not at
bottom
all.
of
I
it.
got
Believe
one.
We got dirt on you.
yeah,
You
we'll
kidding
get
me?
ya.
The Bay. Come on. Stop. God, how much tuna tartare you eat? You ran from the cops and dumped in the Bay.
At a family gathering, will your family serve buffalo chicken dip?
Ooh, I don't even think my family knows about buffalo chicken dip.
Couple
Like,
of
I don't
eggheads,
think-
you know what I
The
mean?
family seems real classy.
They're not like wise to buffalo chicken
Okay.
dip, but like I have begun to demand buffalo chicken dip. I've grown to love buffalo chicken dip, but like buffalo chicken dip was like came after Red Bull and vodkas in my consciousness. Like
It
I didn't
did,
start
it-
learning about.
Gotcha.
Was it part of your whole lives? You
No,
guys
no,
have
it was
the
about a
whole
decade
life?
ago.
Yeah, it's
It
like
hit a decade
relatively
ago.
new.
Post 9/11, I think.
Post way after 9/11. That's how we coped.
Yeah.
We need some
Started making everything into a dip.
right.
Yeah, the family's going to be tough.
The family's going to be tough, but
yeah,
we'll get to the
pretty
bottom of one
classy.
of them being a fucking. So some of them have to be.
Do
some
you ever
fucking
take the
scumbag
pop
shit.
quiz that they have on Pawn Stars right before the commercial?
Dude, yeah, I think I've.
That's a deep cut.
It's a deep cut.
Jesus
What
Christ.
channel is Pawn Stars on? I've watched a
A&E,
little bit
maybe?
of.
Discovery.
I'm more of a TLC guy. I'm more of a like a Little People Big World guy. And a 600-pound life guy. Like I'm kind of those
That's
are
good.
my guilty pleasures there.
1,000-Pound Sisters is solid too. I don't know if
Yes.
you've seen that.
See, I feel like the garbage on TLC is a little bit classier than A&E.
No,
I'm
no,
an A-
TLC is horrible.
You think so?
Dude, they have a thing
better
called,
than Storage Wars?
They have a thing called 1,000-Pound Sisters.
sisters. I know, but they do it in kind of an educational sense.
But it is Barnum and Bailey, though. Like,
Yeah.
TLC is just like, these are the tallest bitches in the
Get a load of these whores.
Barnum and Bailey.
It really is. Like, it's like,
Oh,
oh, this
man.
would has a beard. Like,
Look at
And
this
it's
freak.
called the Learning Channel, too. That's what it stands for.
but
They
it is
really
just,
took
like,
a left somewhere.
cultural oddities.
Tonight
like, people
on
to
Check
just-
Out the Weirdos.
Yeah, you feel good about yourself because it says TLC, but you're just looking at like the most depraved and like fucking sickest people you can find, or, like the weirdest looking people.
I did see a commercial for the one that you were talking about, the two sisters.
I've said it twice in the past minute. 1,000-pound sisters.
Yeah, that's.
Did you think I was talking about another show about fat sisters?
But I think that they have like
might-
six
yeah.
like fat shows on.
Yeah. They're good at the spin-offs, you know what I mean? They just they find the formula and start cranking them out.
And they have a couple little people shows too. They have Little People, Big
yeah.
World, but then they have Little Family too. Whole different set of little people.
Don't they have one with little people and pit bulls?
Do they?
I know what you're talking about.
that
he,
might
he
be-
ran like a pit bull rescue. It was just one guy. It was a little guy that.
Oh,
ran
and that
it.
guy's little? I would
Yeah.
have watched the show if I knew he was little. I had no
He
idea.
dresses like a biker. He's got like the fedora and the chains and stuff like
Is
that.
that's pit bulls and parolees maybe or something like that?
I don't know.
Or is
that might
is that
be it. I
something
think he
different?
does hire.
What we're
ex-cons.
figuring out is TLC's wheelhouse is fat people and midgets.
Yeah, it really is.
Or little people.
It really is. No, we have a guy that, I'm not sure exactly what the specific nomenclature, but our guy Za, who works with us, he prefers the term midget.
Okay.
Yeah,
So
a lot,
I don't know.
think,
I'm trying
yeah.
to. I would love to be as sensitive as anyone wants me to be, but you know what I mean. If he wants it,
I think they go little people.
Yeah, little
as a
people.
whole, when you're,
Got
you
it,
know.
got it.
Mhm.
fair enough.
What's the furthest you've ever drove for a family vacation?
Ooh, we drove to Iowa.
Oh, shit! Loaded everybody up.
Did you lose a bet?
Yeah, I think we were like. My aunt was like adopting somebody, and we like just drove like straight from Philly to Iowa. We stopped at an A&W route. This is the only thing I remember. There was like an A&W, and they had fucking beach buckets of root beer. It was a bucket. It was a pail of root beer, and that's all I really remember about the trip, except for fields of corn and this fucking huge bucket of root beer that we just sucked on the entire time.
Buddy, I got news for you. That's trash.
That is very
A&W is
trashy.
real fucking trash.
Dude, the family trip when you
Dude,
drove.
they had one of them in the Chamonix Mall that wasn't in the fucking food court. It was like over by the wall or whatever. You're like, what the fuck is going on here?
An A&W? Because I don't think that they still even have. I don't even know what they were selling. Was it only root beer?
No, they were like
deep
big
frying?
on corn dogs. I think they're big in Canada, I think. We've had
Yeah.
Canadian guests on that say A&W is like a thing there.
I've seen one or two in the Philadelphia area, but they were just
Hit the
a
bricks
fast
with that
food chain that just didn't creep
Didn't
into
catch
our
on.
spot.
I don't
yeah.
know why, but it's probably like
We're,
the only.
we're seeing through that A&W. Get the fuck out
It's
of
a
here.
beverage. Like there's
Yeah.
not like there's not 7-Eleven or 7-Up fucking.
I'll be over at the King. I'll be over at the King with a couple of burger buddies.
Let's go.
So we were talking about.
We had a Checkers by St. Joe's Prep that we would fucking
Not
hit
too
up.
shabby.
Yeah, Checkers.
On
is
Broad and
okay.
Gerard.
Yeah, Broad and
I went to
Gerard.
Temple.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
So you
to
know
you.
all about
Yeah,
that
yeah,
Checkers.
yeah,
The
yeah.
fucking the greasiest of all fast foods.
Yeah, there was a World Star thing that went live that went big that popped at that place. There was like a fight in it or something crazy that happened.
Every
when
day. I
was-
think
yeah.
they had it daily. I
It
think
was
they were setting
wild,
up
dude.
fights
Part of
there.
the special.
Yeah,
That part of Philly is pretty bananas.
It really is. They were like fight promoters out there. It was
I'll
Bob
take the
Arum.
Bacon Classic and a felony. Thank
Yeah.
The number 5.
you. The 5 for 5 deal. The 5 and a pound deal.
Growing up, would you guys go to outlet stores?
Oh my god. Outlet
And what
stores,
ones?
but mostly thrift shopping, dude. Which
really?
was, I fucking hated, and to this
Wait
day,
a minute.
hate the smell of like thrift shops.
Oh,
Wait,
dude,
you
it's
weren't
tough.
going there because when I was in high school, that was like grunge was big, so we all bought our shit at thrift stores. You're telling me your mom?
Honestly, when she was going in there, just like honestly trying to buy his clothes, like she was
Wow.
like, I think that. As like I found out like way
Just like
after
an
the
old man
fact.
at school.
Yeah, I did. I was
Got
like,
a-
a briefcase and
Got a
shit.
polo tie on and shit.
But I found out way after the fact that we had some poor ass years, and my family just like hid it from me. They just didn't let me know. But
Well,
that
the thrift
explained.
store was a dead giveaway.
Yeah,
I
I
don't
was
know
like,
how you didn't
oh,
put that
what the
together.
fuck?
My mom got really into Macklemore that year.
I'm tagged. I don't know. I thought you liked the song. But like I still like there was no irony to it. There was no like like trying to find some like classic old shit.
Yeah,
it was just like
vintage.
this is
We're
the
going to
best
shop.
we could do was
Yeah.
going to a thrift shop, and like it still like bothers me to the day. Like the smell inside of a thrift store, it's
Wow.
like disgusts me.
So you keep it all fresh.
I like. I have to, like, just because I would hate I hate that smell and libraries, just the smell of a
Ooh.
library.
Dude, an elementary school library is tough.
Yeah, just a disgusting ass, sleepy ass book, cracking a book open and just
I
fucking
can't do
old ass book. Disgusting. No one's ever read this book.
I love it.
Terrible. But I think we would go down to like the outlets in like Perryville. We would drive to
don't
like
even know where
fucking
that is.
Maryland to go to like the outlets.
Wow.
Like they got
Outlets
the good
are
outlets
trash,
here.
dude. Everything's irregular, kind of. It never fit right.
The lunch was always the big selling point on those journeys.
Oh
You
yeah.
yeah. Well, we're gonna stop at Crackle Barrel for
Yeah.
lunch. You like that, right?
We're gonna hit a Cinnabon. But
Yo, Cinnabons. I would have done anything for a Cinnabon from like fucking 85 to fucking 95.
yes,
Never.
big
I could have
time.
killed somebody.
You
Why?
never
What?
fucked with them.
I've
King of
never
Prussia
heard of somebody
Mall.
who didn't fuck
King
with
of
a
Prussia
Cinnabon.
Mall.
I've never
Nah.
met somebody.
You're
Why?
nuts.
What
I don't
about
know.
it?
We just never. We were an Annie Ann's family. I don't know what you want from me. Give me a fucking brown sugar.
Yes.
Good fucking night.
Yeah, that's
a big fucking screaming cold Coke.
You're a lemonade family.
That's a wrap.
I revisited the outlets though, like a couple years, like maybe like 5 or 6 years ago, or actually it was before my car got stolen in Philly. But I got my car, my tires got slashed at the outlets, and I don't know why the fuck someone would go to the outlets and then slash somebody's tire.
Because they're angry people.
Yeah,
it's
it
not
was
good.
a
They're angry and they
frustration
like
going
savings.
on, but like that was the only time I've ever got my
What
my
outlet?
tires. I think it was like. It was the Perryville ones but I think it was like the Nike. I don't even know, but we
Dude,
stopped at a specific outlet.
I used to go to the fucking. I used to like make it a couple times a year. I'd go to the polo. I thought I was like hot shit. I'd go to the polo outlet, get a couple $100, go to the polo outlet.
Yes.
And buy a bunch of fucking shitty polos.
Where in
and
AC in Atlantic City?
No, the AC ones they're kind of nice. The AC ain't
Yeah.
too bad. We've done shows down there, and I went and just got clothes at the
Yeah,
fucking
yeah.
at their outlets. But these were in like Flemington, New Jersey, or something. Or Franklin Mills had a polo outlet as well. But you're taking your life in your hands at Franklin Mills Mall.
Oh yeah, that's dangerous.
That place was fucking not great.
Franklin Mills, or also I was a big Foreman Mills.
Were you a big
I was
Foreman Mills
stretching
guy?
stretching those bills. That in Burlington.
Oh man, we never.
Burlington Coat Factory.
Yes, big time.
We never slummed it that bad. Outlets would be, but dude, Burlington Coat Factory. I don't think I've ever been in one.
No.
I have. They go on for
Yeah, they're.
You
Where
get
do they
lost, and
get
there's a
their
little kid. You
inventory?
hang on tight.
Yeah,
You get lost in a fucking windbreaker aisle. Fucking, they'll never see you again. Fucking frightening.
Yeah, it is. It's
Yo,
terrifying.
I got one for the whole table.
Mhm.
It's kind of holiday current times.
Gotcha.
When you get a card from a family member, be it like Happy Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, whatever, how long do you keep it? Are you putting it on the counter, let it real nice, or you
Get
just straight into the
fuck
trash?
out
I
of here.
trash it right away.
Right away.
Yeah.
I left mine. I have like a stack on the counter. I was like, I said a week was what I was like. Let me just leave these out for a week to. I don't know. I don't even know what I wanted to accomplish by it.
These are
there
Christmas cards.
If
they're
their
Christmas
pictures are
cards.
on it, I'll keep it.
Yeah.
For like
the
whatever.
kids or something for a little bit.
But like if somebody gives me like my aunt every year gives me a fucking like the money holder with a fucking beaner
oh,
in
you're
it.
gonna keep a money holder? You're
No.
trash.
Yeah, I trash
Put
out
that
right
up on the
away.
fridge?
No, yeah. I put the hundo in the pocket and toss it out the window on the boulevard. Good night.
But as a youth, you guys never kept cards. You never, cause like that was a joy keeping a card and then going through the stack of cards, being like, did I forget a 20 in here? Did I
That was
forget any
big,
money?
dude. Really hoping to find a 20
Hoping
in
to
there was
find-
big.
like, once or twice, I would find old money. I don't
Dude,
know why.
I did that on my parents
pouncing.
in our coat closet in the front. Every like few months, like clockwork. Like I'm like, when I got home from school early,
yeah.
no one was home. I just
Go
go
root
through the
through,
coats and
yeah.
find something.
Dude,
But I do that in their pill cabinet.
So does he. He doesn't
Anything new in here?
He doesn't discriminate.
Believe
I lost
me.
a $100 bill in 2012 at my mom's house, and I haven't stopped looking for it. Dude.
Yeah, it's gotta be in
I
here
go home and
somewhere.
I'm like, these cocksuckers. I knew I left it.
You got pins in a couch trying to get. Gotta be in here somewhere.
Okay.
Any of your family cars ever have wood paneling?
Ooh, no, they didn't. We never were lucky enough to have like any.
The Woodies. As
You
I
would have had
call
the
them.
minivan.
We had a
Would've been your
minivan. We
era.
had a couple minivans. We had the Mercury Voyager, and then we upgraded to a Honda Odyssey. We also had like a rose gray Toyota Corolla from like '92 or something. Those are very trash cars.
Yeah, those were
absolutely
tough.
terrible.
Them and the Camry, but they last forever.
They last forever.
Ever.
Yeah, and then the Camry. I wound up with the Camry after that, and that's the one I had from high school until it got stolen. It just got stolen in Philly. I just like parked it wherever I lived. And
How long ago was this?
It's probably about a year before I moved, so about 5 years.
Huh.
So
Kept
yeah.
it pretty long.
Yeah, I kept it for a long ass time.
What are you zipping around in now?
No car.
No car?
No, sir.
Got Subway, Ubers?
Subway, yeah, Subway and Ubers.
Nice, sir.
Exclusively.
Very cool.
I'm a
Yeah,
Lyft
yeah.
man myself, but to each their own.
Kicked off Uber.
You just
Someone's got a low
Foley,
rating.
sir.
See, bro, I told you it's like it's a bad reflex. It's like I'm Pavlovianly trained. It's like, see, you can grow a full beard, you're sir.
Anybody asking him questions, he tightens up. Yes, sir, I apologize.
No.
Have you ever called anybody mate? Or have you ever
Mate.
said cheers instead of thank you when someone handed you something?
Ooh,
As an American.
No.
Bartender hands you a glass of beer. Thanks, or cheers, mate.
Oh, wow. That
No, right?
I don't think I have, but I think at some time I've like admired people doing that where I'm like, oh, I should add that to my fucking
that's
accurate.
when the
I remember a guy did that to you. I know where the origin of this question came
yes.
from, and it bothered him for weeks.
We
Cheers,
went to,
guys.
we went to some bar.
Cheers, mate.
Some bar in the East Village to get fucking. We were actually recorded an episode of Hard Feelings at that bar.
Yeah,
And it was like, one of those like mixology kind of bars in the East Village, and the guy had like suspenders and shit like that. Clearly American though, and he hits us with the mates and the cheers.
Cheers
and all.
and mate.
Yeah,
That's
cheers, mate.
overkill.
It's like,
Yeah.
dude,
That's-
you
that's
do that in a
overkill.
fucking bar in Philly, you're getting fucking beat up.
Yeah.
Oh, big time.
Somebody hands you your citywide special. Cheers, mate.
Cheers, mate.
The
PPR,
cheers. Like, what are we in fucking?
I like doing it over there. I've been over there, and it makes you feel like you're part of the gang. You know what I mean? Cheers. I do it. But I can't do it. You can't do it here.
That's trash.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is big time.
That'd be like going over there in a British dude hitting you with a howdy. Be like,
Yeah.
"Oh, what the fuck are you doing, dude?
A culture's not a costume. Sir. You don't say that.
Somebody saying John in Germany. the fuck did you
These
say?
Johns.
John in a British accent.
I'll take 2 of those, Joel.
The Johns are lovely this time of year, aren't they? Couple of
my
perk
God.
10s for the fam.
If they knew about that, they would probably take that.
It's a great word, man.
It really is.
And like when I go back, I don't even realize I say it. It just like slips back in.
Yeah, someone asked me one time, it's like, you're from Philly, do you say John? And I never even thought about, I don't like consciously say it. Like I'll say it if it's the situation warrants it.
of
It's not like
course.
it's
You
part
get
of my
insulted, you're like, how dare you?
repertoire.
Yeah.
Say
it's
it
not
12
something
times.
you're not gonna be like, oh, I'm gonna say John now. It's just like when you're there and you hear it, it just slips out.
Whom's Johns are these?
This is John Malone. Drawn is another Philly word.
Drawn.
Drawn.
Our buddy Reggie said.
Drawn.
Drawn.
Drawn and draw in.
Drawing,
Drawing.
yeah.
Yeah, this dude is drawing.
Yeah.
Man, that accent.
Yeah, we tried to get to the bottom of it, dude. I have all these Philly spots that I probably did rap shows at that I don't know if you guys ever did.
Oh,
like,
by the way, we got to talk about. We did a show together. The three of
yeah.
us have done a show together.
That's what I'm trying to figure out. Refresh my memory.
Mad River Maniunk.
Oh, fuck. And what
There was probably
the-
about 7 people in the total
And I
audience.
rapped.
It had to be something special. Our buddy Tom Cassidy,
Oh, yeah.
fellow comic and friend of ours,
Yes.
ran a show out there at Mad River, and there was something. This is how I found out about it. He's like, yeah, I got Rone. He's gonna come out. He's gonna do it. And I'm like, all right. And it had to be sometime around Christmas. I feel like it was an office Christmas party that we got booked to do. And
Probably.
you were the headliner.
Probably. And that poor fucking Christmas party, dude. Imagine me
man.
being the
This-
fucking
well,
headliner.
first of all,
There was
Stage.
probably
White
five.
dudes.
There was probably 5 bad comedians before you.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
We didn't warm them up at all.
This
Man,
is-
we
yeah,
thought
but
we were hot shit back then.
So
We
did I.
stunk.
And it was
We all
I
did, yeah.
stunk.
Oh,
Dude,
dude.
but that same Maniunk,
Cringeworthy
probably
looking
the
back
same
at.
year, I hosted a Miss New Booty competition
Ah.
with Bubba Sparks. It was me and Bubba Sparks hosting the Miss New Booty competition.
Man, that's pretty big.
And it was like I probably got paid more for the Miss New Booty than for the fucking
sponsored by Booty Sweat.
Exactly. It was
Mr. Booty's contest with Bubba Sparks. Pure class.
Yeah, it was. It was
That's
some high
fucking
class shit,
damn.
dude.
Mad River didn't make it. I think they closed down over the pandemic.
I think that Barstool Sports is saving that Mad River.
I knew because there was a big
Really?
thing. You guys, I don't know if it was Dave or somebody. I would just see like Mad River Man Young's dope, and I was like, that's crazy. I didn't even know it was open.
I might have just let the cat out of the bag early on that. I'm not sure, but I think that whether he has or is planning on it, I think that there's like he has some kind of plan to.
Well, you guys, I remember he would be doing stuff there over, when you guys went to Philly.
What
Right,
you guys
exactly.
are doing with that is pretty fucking
It's
cool.
amazing.
It's
Yeah.
pretty crazy,
amazing.
man. Shout out to the fucking Barstool Fund. That's unreal. And I think Tim Dillon posted a tweet about it. He's like, the fact that this isn't being covered on the news is insane.
Yeah.
Which it is fucking completely insane. Literally directly helping people, like right there on the fucking spot. And
Right.
they don't want
Fantastic.
to. They don't want to talk about that.
And like Beyonce gave out like $5,000 grants, and it's like CNN like breaking news
Yeah, I
or
know.
something
Yeah.
like that. But it is what it is. Like there's people who have made up their mind that they're not gonna like something no matter what good it does. Where it's like, are you
crazy.
gonna waste your energy on those
crazy.
people? You know what I mean?
That's fucking.
It's a good
amazing.
outlook
It's
to
like
have.
17 mil right now. 18.
Yeah,
18. It was over 18
mil. It's
Yeah.
fucking
Penn, he
ridiculous.
said Penn just did, but donated $1 million.
Yeah, it's
He
fucking
said they're
insane.
over 18.
Send my tape in. Huh?
yeah, right. They're throwing around
Yo,
fucking
shout
money.
out to Are You Garbage?
Right,
LLC.
Yeah.
I gotta pay Toby.
Yeah, I got a hot dog cart on Street Road. Fucking, all I need is like $12. I'll be cool. For
Dude, I have had a lot of like my friends from home like
Oh,
being
I
like, "Can you
couldn't-
help me out with this?" It's like, dude, you fucking like run a fucking pierogi business that hasn't been open for 8 years. Like you're not doing anything with your fucking life. You're not just gonna get the money like this.
Yo, can they rebuild the vet? What's up?
They'd open up that jail up in the bottom of the vet.
By the way, I have a piece of the vet that I forgot I want to bring
that's
in.
real
That's like our
trashy,
prized
man.
possession. Still in my garage.
The video is Foley crying. He's like, I'm finally going to get a jacket that fits.
Yo, what's up, El Prez? I need to get clothes for my friend. He can't afford to shop at DXL because it's too expensive. And he says the guys aren't really fat guys that work there, and they intimidate him, and there's always a hot chick. So, if I could get a couple of bucks to get him some T-shirts that fit, that'd be dope, man.
It's just Dave on a FaceTime with you.
Yo, Cole, you got his number? Call him up.
Crying.
Yeah, Dave's crying. I just gotta get this fat guy some clothes.
That would be great. I love
Keep
it.
on
but-
shooting. If there's enough, they get enough money in that fund, dude. They're gonna run out of fucking needy businesses eventually.
I
Like,
love the fact that
let's
your
keep building
derelict
it
boys
up.
have
Let's
hit you
get
up
it.
like, yeah, dude, Rone, you know Prez?
It's like I was thinking, dude. So many of them. It's like fucked up how many of them
Dude,
are like, oh,
that's
handouts. So
fucking-
I didn't realize you're giving out handouts.
I was up there. I got a monster. What's up?
Well, you know I'm on disability, Rone. I can't even work. How am I going to make the pierogi?
You got to put it in my mom's name, though. That's the weird thing.
Or yeah, some of them are trying to like blackmail me with it too. They're like, "Yo, we gave this money. Like, now can you like set up like some kind of like meeting with me and Dave?" It's like, are you trying to bribe me through charity? What is going on?
I don't know if you
here?
saw my $8 I did at the Barstool Fund, but let
not
me
enough.
talk to the main guy.
At least let me get a hoodie or something.
It's not enough.
That's beautiful. But what you guys are doing over there is absolutely unbelievable.
No, it's good. It's nice to have like a good PR story come out about Barstool.
It's fantastic, man.
For once in a while. But we did it. But to go back to our crossovers though, we have had a lot of crossovers. Chris Cotton was a big crossover.
You knew Cotton?
Yeah, man. He was.
Shout out to Cotton.
We used to do. He used to like host some shows
Oh,
that
he
I was
used to
doing at like
host rap
at, like
shows and
yeah,
shit.
like the Fire or whatever, like the most the shittiest
yeah.
fucking venues on like Gerard, 4th and Gerard or
Oh,
some
man,
shit like
yeah.
that.
Oh, yeah, I know that place. Yeah,
And then
yeah,
I
yeah.
was in like the fucking improv scene in Philly for a
Ooh,
while. and
garbage.
Garbage.
Wait,
oh
why?
My God. Why is it garbage?
No, I know why it's garbage. Why were you involved in it?
Because
All right,
I
somebody
was
give me
like,
an occupation, a location.
Hey, let's go. There were more people. We had more people on stage than in the audience. Like every single
Dude,
time.
as a stand-up comedian, that's happened to me.
Yeah.
I get where you're coming from. I remember looking at one guy being like, dude, just go home. Nobody wants to be here.
Exactly.
Just go home.
It was like my family members that were coming. Like we have to.
Wait, so
fucking
you
come
just
to
started
this
doing
again.
improv?
We were doing, yeah. We like joined a team called like it was like I took like a class at like the Adrian or some shit like that.
Was this after the rap battling? Like,
this
were
was
you
like
famous?
I was doing rap battles, and I was like keeping it from the improv team, and like my like coach like called me over. He's like, "Is this you? Like, are you doing this?" Because like I was embarrassed about the improv for the rap
scene.
I was
gay in a
embarrassed.
basement in the Bronx.
Yeah, that's like
team.
like a weird like something I would see on Netflix. He tried to hide his
It really was.
and make it through the world of improv.
Yeah, I was like I was like sneaky about it, and like neither one helped the other. But it was mostly so we could just like I had like a new group of friends to drink with. We were like called. Like we wanted to be called like Fart Daddy or something like that, and then like it was like just a terrible improv
it's always
name.
The worst.
The worst names.
I've never
the
heard a
least
good
funny,
improv name.
and we changed it to the Sardines because we just would do it at American Sardine Bar in like wherever the fuck that is in Philly. So I did it for like 3 years, and it was like I'd like break up with the team to move to New York. It was I was not good at it. I'll be honest with you. I was bad at it, and it's a tough scene. But
That's a trash story.
Yeah,
it's bad.
I had to
dude.
break up with my improv
Have you
team.
have you ever had to break up with your improv team?
Because they were like, dude, this guy's not showing up. I was getting like passive aggressive texts from my improv team. I was like,
You're
know,
not
I need
living
to-
it, man.
Yeah, really
Dude,
not.
there is no form of comedy lower than an improv at a bar.
It was so bad. It makes my skin crawl to just like think about fucking improv as like an art. I mean, it was. I guess I don't even know.
Well,
if
when
it
it's
was fun.
done, when it's done real, I've seen it done really
unbelievable,
well,
yeah.
and it's fantastic. It's like as a comedian with a comedian brain, I'm like, holy shit, this is like next level comedy. The way they're thinking and intertwining and everything. But when it's bad, I guess with anything.
Not an
with bad
ambush
rap, with
show
bad
at a bar in Philly.
When it's bad, it's
That can't
fucking
be good.
horrible.
It was not good. It was,
Yeah.
not, but I even go back and watch Whose Line Is It Anyway, and I'm like, man, like
I used to love it, and I don't want to go back and ruin it because to me they were the dude. They were
were the
Ryan
funniest at
Stiles
the
was
time.
was the funniest guy in the world. And now that I know how comedy works, I don't want to ruin
Right,
it.
exactly, because you learn something about how it works, and then you look back, and it's like, And it also, like, to me, improv kind of, like, got me off of comedy, or like, kind of threw my scent off a little bit, because, like, I would get scolded for, like, going blue, and they're like, we don't do that here, and I would, like, have, like, a off-color joke or something, and they were, like, I don't know if it's just pushing me to be better, which I resented, but but like I would try it. I wanted to tell some dirty jokes, and
Of
they like
course.
ushered me away
And
from that.
That's not their vibe at all.
Yeah, I
at
can
all,
see them being
at all.
upset
The
about
corny
that.
ass vibe.
Our buddy Reggie was at UC. Our buddy Reggie Conquest was at UCB, and we went to his graduation show, and he fucking killed, like murdered, and we were like, "Holy shit!" And then afterwards, they were yelling at him like, "You can't just go for laughs all the time." We're like, "That's what comedy is,
what
you
are
fucking
you
asshole."
talking about?
What are we doing
They're like,
here?
you have to build the scene. I'm like, Reggie, fucking beat it with these nerds, dude.
After my first show, I got like called over by my team for doing like an Indian accent, and they sat me down. But there was an Indian couple in the crowd, like an older couple, and they were dying. That was like
laughing.
the
Yeah,
funniest thing to them. But I got like sat down because I guess I'm a piece of shit.
That's so fucked up.
Yeah, improv.
Oh, I love
You
it.
boys never tried improv?
We did when we first.
I never did.
When the
No?
first
I'm
year,
not a pussy. No, I'm kidding.
the first year I was up here,
Big pussy.
I would do the open mics just for like
Because you can't get
the,
stage time when you move up here.
the
It's
exercise
impossible,
of it.
so-
And similar situation. I saw some great ones like at the UCB used to do an open mic
Yeah.
and like an open mic improv, but they would have some team like close it out or whatever. Most of them were trash, but they had this one from LA and they were like just in perfect sync, just killing. They were great.
Yeah.
You know, it's like lacrosse. You watch fucking shitty, lacrosse, you're like, or hockey or something like that. When it's done well, it's unbelievable.
But like watching Pee Wee hockey is like probably the
Yeah.
unwatchable, and that was my.
Especially when it's some 25-year-old girl from Ithaca. You know what I mean? Fucking giving you shit.
No one's ever told her that she's
no one's ever told her you stink. No
Oh
kidding.
my fucking
I
god!
think it was the perfect town.
It
by the way.
really is
They
so
can't
true.
teach out an improv class.
Oh my god!
What are you doing? You can't say that. God. Parents paying for everything. I'm on like 1 hour sleep fucking in
Yeah,
between
just trying
waiting
to cobble
tables
it
job.
together.
Yeah.
Oh my god!
Have you ever taken a shit on an airplane?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Kevin,
I
you
got-
too?
Yeah, I got no problem with that.
Yeah.
I don't prefer it, but, a long flight over 2 hours, 3 hours, and you get jammed up. You gotta do what you gotta do.
I used to have stage fright of like even being in like
Really?
the same like house as a bunch of people pooping. But then I lived down the shore for an entire summer
Break
with
that.
12 people in one bathroom, and like 8 of
Damn.
them were girls. So it was like, I'm gonna have to just poop in front of these people. I have to come to grips with it.
That's as a fat guy, there's nothing worse.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Then
You're
what?
a fat guy?
Then pooping on the plane, you're saying?
Oh yeah, pooping. Oh, I
Or
would
just
never.
public poop?
I would never shit on a plane.
Why?
At the size I am, because it's just too.
That's not-
I've already asked for the seatbelt extender. You know what I mean?
You have a bathroom extender as well?
You have a double wide bathroom.
Can we knock this wall down between these two? Or?
You're the only guy I know that could clog an airplane toilet.
Yeah, I would not be scared. Plus, I don't know if I'd be able to get back there and take care of business with how tight it is.
Yeah, it's better for everybody on the plane that you don't.
Yeah, exactly.
You don't even attempt.
I hold out. I can't.
My buddy Glenny Balls has a theory that like fat guys are unfairly. Like, people will attach a smell to a fat guy unfairly, and it's just like they assume that the fat guy farted. They assume that the fat guy, or like if the bathroom stinks after someone pooped in the last half hour, they're like, "Why did you do this?"
100%.
I understand where he's
100%.
coming from. Do you think that's unfairly?
Do you think that?
I don't think it's
I
unfairly.
think it's discriminatory because sometimes it wasn't me.
Sometimes, but a number of times it is.
Do people? Yeah. Does everybody emit smell? I think everyone emits smell the same way. I think even a skinny ass dude, faster metabolism, they're probably cooking up stinkier.
Well, that's
farts.
what you do is always happen. I had this one good-looking buddy. Shout out to my buddy Nate Brubaker.
I thought he was going to say Kevin Ryan. Either way.
In college, real good-looking dude, in shape. It was always his thing to when it was a crowded party, he would rip a fart and like just die laughing about it. And anytime he would do it next to me, I would like get mad at him. Like, what the fuck, dude? Like these chicks
Is he gonna come back to me?
They're gonna think I fucking.
Well, you
did
were
it.
eating a meatball parm at the time. Dude, they're going to think it's me.
What the fuck? Now I have to put away my parm. Holsters the parm.
It's got too bad. Save these for later.
Holsters the
A reheated parm is a reheated parm's terrible.
Okay. Growing up, were you I got a two-part question. Were you shoes on or off in the household?
On. There was never. I've never even.
Shoes on in the household?
I never even until like the last. I think it was like I was in like Toronto for something when I even was introduced to the concept of taking shoes off in the household. We were fucking.
That's a dirtbag thing right there.
I like
God.
it. We
You
never
got to go to
took our
another
shoes
country to find out people take their
Y'all
shoes
do
off.
that? You guys do this? Because we were
Must
going.
be a Canadian
Wait,
thing.
I'm surprised no friends, moms on the main line would make you take your shoes off.
I'm trying to remember.
A couple
I
of
don't know.
Jewish moms in there somewhere.
I don't. No, we definitely didn't know any Jewish friends. No, I went to a Catholic grade school, so I honestly didn't have until I went to like college. I didn't have like a lot of Jewish friends.
Okay.
That would have any kind of rules like that. I'm trying to remember. I don't know. Maybe I was just like.
We did it if we got new carpet like once or twice growing up for like
for a week in the 80s.
Yeah, for a couple.
I think I made that joke already like 20 episodes ago. And then would you put your feet on the coffee table if you're watching TV? Feet up on the table?
Yeah, we just had to actually get a new coffee table because like the lean, like my dad's house, the lean, it was like too creaky.
Yeah,
like people were putting their shit up. And
That's a trash move. I was doing that this weekend. I was like, oh, I am garbage.
Yeah, put the feet up on and the new coffee table is beautiful. The structural integrity is going to take us years.
It's got 15 years left in that thing.
That was where the line drew for us. We were allowed to have our shoes on in the house, but you couldn't put your shoes on the coffee table.
But no shoes
really?
on. Would you put your feet up on the coffee table?
Oh yeah,
yeah. You do that now. I'm
Have
sure.
at it. Oh yeah. What do you mean?
Yeah.
Put my nuts on the coffee. My coffee.
my coffee
table.
Drag those things around.
I got told by the conductor on the Metro North Railway to take my shoes off the seat today.
Yeah, that's trashy.
Shut
That's
up.
trashy.
And did you like fake put them down and then they went past and you put them back up?
yeah.
Of
Fucking
course.
pussy.
Fucking renegade. Then wrote a song about it.
Yeah, skate or die, dude.
Exactly.
Then I spray painted his face,
And
man.
I ran. I floated away from the cops.
Jumped in the Hudson.
Can you say with 100% certainty that every member of your nuclear family, mom, dad, sister, has had eggs Benedict before?
Ooh, no, my mom and sister like don't eat vegetables. They're like children. They like
Wow.
won't
I
eat.
can't peg
They,
his
like-
family down on this one.
That's what I mean.
Well,
They're-
that's a bad look because there are no vegetables involved in eggs Benedict. So that's pretty fucking trashy right
I
there.
think he was
My
saying.
soft pretzel eating friend. Nah, we don't take vitamins.
No, Benedict. What's a Benedict? Where does it grow on?
Yeah. And ain't no fucking French eggs, dude.
Fuck you,
Fuck
call
outta
me.
here.
Fuck you, call me fatso.
But no, it was more to illustrate that they have the palates of children. Like
Children.
they're not going to
Okay.
try some new or different shit.
Have you had eggs Benedict before?
I have had a different types of Benedicts.
Have you ever
Do you
had
have
caviar?
eggs Benedict on you right now?
Yeah, I brought a duffel of. I've never had. You say have I had caviar?
No.
Never had caviar.
You?
Of course.
Where are you getting caviar?
I just saw because somebody posted in the Facebook group that they sold at Walmart. Apparently,
Oh, really?
for like $4.99 you can get caviar.
That ruins the illusion.
That's the caviar car security system you're thinking of.
And if our listeners are fucking post multiple guys are like, oh, I love that shit, so it's
No.
got to be cheap.
I'm sure
because our
you-
listeners are dirtballs.
I'm sure you have had caviar. Do you eat sushi?
Oh, yeah, I guess so.
So the little orange ones, that would count as caviar.
I guess so, yeah. I don't like that.
I've never
that
had the
shit,
black.
though.
I had the
That's not caviar.
I had
it's caviar.
I had the black ones once at Nobu, which I went recently as a very, very special occasion.
What the fuck are you doing at Nobu?
It was a birthday day.
spending that Patreon money.
We're still broke. It was a once in a lifetime
This guy's
experience.
going to Hawaii. He's got Nobu.
No, he was picking up a shift.
He's bussing tables.
I was pretending to be a waiter to
Yeah.
get some leftovers.
Uber Eats.
Folks done with that? Yeah, I had it there. It's awesome.
How old were you the first time you had lobster?
Like fucking 28.
Yeah, me too. I had it like I think 2 years
Penn
ago.
State, Maine? Is that where you had it?
yeah, and I
Joe
did
Paterno's
not like.
lobster night?
I was disgusted by it.
Really?
Like I think lobsters like lobster is a trash thing to eat. Like I don't know how
Ooh.
Because of the bottom feeder thing?
that and like what other food do you put like as you're eating something you put it on the carcass of it? Like you bite off
True.
some of the lobster and then you put it down to rest on its own carcass. Like
Sure.
imagine that with like a chicken, like the whole dead chicken
Put it on
body.
the beak.
You like
Yeah.
rip off the breast and then like rest the rest of the breast on top
With a
of
couple of his friends watching in a tank down the hallway?
Yeah, that's fucking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I get it. How old were you when you got your passport?
I think I had a passport as a youth.
Okay.
Yeah, I went to Belgium one time as a youth.
Ah, that's not bad.
Grandmother, I have some
All right.
Belgian family.
Okay. It's pretty good. What grocery store did your parents go to growing up?
Acme
Nice.
and Gennardi's.
Gennardi's.
Gennardi's was
Couple
a-
of hometown Philly faves
Yeah.
right there.
Yeah,
You
Gennardi's
can't
is
go
original.
wrong with either of those.
Yeah, Acme was like for whatever, and then Gennardi's you get all of the things like if you really need. Or BJ's, we were a BJ family
Okay.
too. We belonged to the club. BJ's, yes sir. We were a
What's the
BJ's.
ruling on that? I feel that's pretty trashy,
Oh, big time.
right?
Big time. Anytime you're buying like
Any-
fucking
yeah.
85 Gatorades at once.
You're buying 90 gallons of pickles. It ain't good.
What makes those trashy and has the stigma of being trashy is the fact that only one or two people you knew had a membership. So
Oh,
what would
yeah.
happen is that you would have other family members like listen, Aunt Rose going over to BJ's. She's got the card, so we're gonna go with her to
Right.
get some stuff.
Yeah, there's
Exactly.
nine different. There's
Yeah.
nine
We'll
different
get a
families
pallet.
going. Yeah.
Yeah.
Get a pallet of applesauce.
Yeah.
Or my parents would tell me not to eat beforehand because we're going to have samples. We're going to go
That's
around.
fucking
It
trash.
was
Oh,
like
man.
six different samples.
Did you drink milk with dinner growing up?
Yeah, I think I had a lot of milk as a youth. I think my
Nice.
parents were pumping milk into me, which is fucking weird. Skim milk family too. We were skim.
Oh, that's trash.
That's the trashiest.
My sister-
Wow, I think we're really fucking getting to it here.
It was like a wheat bread skim milk family. Like my family.
The
like
Stroman's wheat.
I think so. Yeah, my parents like.
Sounds like a fun household.
Yeah, they thought it was
fucking wheat bread and skim milk.
disgusting.
Jesus.
I was like throwing out my lunch when I got to school. I would just not eat lunch because it was like disgusting. An old ass fucking wheat peanut butter and jelly. It wasn't great, but my parents thought it was healthy. I guess I don't know. It's still
Sure,
fucking
it was the
bread.
90s. It was the
Yeah.
80s and 90s, dude. It was wide open, man.
Yeah, it really was.
Do you put chips on a sandwich? Yeah.
Big time.
I think I might have saw that on Twitter now that I say that out loud.
That I was putting chips on a sandwich.
Yeah, I think that's how somebody tagged us in it. Yeah.
Yeah,
That's a must, dude.
must. Big time.
Dude, I'll put anything on a fucking sandwich. I'll put goldfish crackers on a sandwich, pretzels,
Dude,
fucking
I'm about to open your eyes to some shit.
lay it on me.
Reese's Puffs on a peanut butter and jelly sandwich.
Wow.
Pour the Reese's Puffs on the peanut butter. It sticks, and then you have a little crunch to your peanut butter and jelly sandwich, but it's already a peanut buttery flavor.
That's pretty good. I do that with pretzels already.
You
With
put pretzels on a peanut butter?
hers pretzels
Oh.
That's
Thin
not
ones.
bad.
I
Okay.
do the
on an Amoroso roll. Good night.
I do the inverse of that. Any cereal I'm eating, I do a little scoop of peanut butter on the side. Fire.
Really?
Yeah, dude, game changer. Try it. It's unbelievable.
It's like a dirtbag acai bowl.
It really is.
Holy shit.
Oh my God.
Big man's throwing heat this week, folks.
He's fucking on, bro.
It can't be stopped.
That's trashy.
He's gonna crash.
Doesn't
How
the
do you-
peanut butter?
He looked at me. I saw the glint of the sniper scope. dude.
All these red dots end up on Kobe's head.
How does it even work? Do you like
Yeah, doesn't it get
nurse
hard?
the peanut butter, or
So you
like?
just fat scoop of peanut butter on the side. grab a little scoop of peanut butter, a little scoop of cereal. It's a fucking tasty treat, bro.
Yeah, a little back and forth.
Elevates it.
I don't know
Very
about
nice.
that. All right.
Very nice.
Sounds bananas.
I also like throwing some bananas in there with the peanut butter.
Oh, love bananas in my cereal. Come on,
Really?
get out of here.
Not for me.
What?
Not for me. I'm not trying to have any type of fruit in my cereal.
Really? Nanas and Honey Nut Cheerios? Oh, that was a Foley
really?
classic right there.
You're the only dude
Have
in
that for
Dumbo
Thanksgiving.
eating Fruity Pebbles.
I know. I can see you telling it to some cocktail party down in Dumbo with your girl. Yo, dude, what you got to do is you get the Reese's cups.
The guy's like, cheers.
Good
Cheers,
Lord,
mate.
who is this man? How do you live now? Who does the shopping at your place? Are you guys doing like Trader Joe's, Whole Foods?
Yeah, there's like, something close. There's
Something like that? Something real fancy?
I'm like, if I shop, I'm buying like, I can make like two things. I can like boil like a Butoni ravioli, or like I'll make corned beef hash.
A Butoni ravioli.
Yeah, we think we're real classy with those fresh raviolis.
Yeah,
I'll tell
we
you
do.
that.
I'm like, oh, I'm gonna cook tonight.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, they've been sitting on the shelf for like 15 days.
We get those things. We're fucking, hey, how you doing? We're fucking living it up.
Right, and that and corned beef hash, which is, I guess, the Irish side of me.
Yeah.
Just corned beef hash
Out of a can.
a can of hash. Yeah.
I was gonna say, was
You
your
make that
mom?
with eggs, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah, shit on a shingle. Isn't that what it is?
Is that what it is?
No, that's cream chip beef.
Oh, corn. Yeah,
But
corn
you
chip
know
beef.
that,
Cream
yeah.
chip beef. Yeah.
Damn.
Right. What's beef on? What's weck though? What's beef on weck? I feel like
I
that
don't
might be
know.
some Buffalo shit.
Sounds like a
beef
rapper.
on weck.
Does it always rap with you, Rone? Jesus Christ.
If I had to guess, Yo MTV Raps Classics episode, beef on whack.
That's the VH1 spin-off of the show, Yo MTV Raps.
Beef on whack. I don't know what that is.
You guys going to the rap battle, bro? Beef on wax. It's gonna be fire, dude.
But
I heard Rone's playing.
quoting Buffalo cuisine. That's
Disgusting. Disgusting.
I think that's more of a Cleveland dish, to be honest with you.
We got a couple from the Patreon
Yeah.
because, as you know, when you join the Patreon, we will ask one of your questions because
Fuck yes.
so many people submit fucking questions that we just can't. There's too many. We can't get enough of them. So when you join Patreon, we'll read your question. This is from Brady, which I'm assuming for sure. Do you know anybody that got a DUI before the age of 21?
I know some. I know someone that's. I guess we all know him.
He's a great guy.
He's okay. The first offenders program has gone through its 10 years, and that's actually been scrubbed from his record.
Good for him.
He's good to go. Yeah.
Good for that gentleman.
Excellent, yes.
You?
No, DUI?
You know anybody that had one? Anybody in your family have them?
No.
You got a couple of derelicts.
Immediate family, no. But yeah, well, somebody in our extended family might have caught a couple Deweys.
I've been in the driver's seat for one. I've been in the passenger seat for somebody else's.
Was a cop for the other?
Yeah, but
Pull it over.
The sir thing is a cheat code for DUIs. We've gotten out of shit because of like good sir etiquette.
Oh,
taking the
always.
fucking keys out of
Yeah.
the ignition, put them on the thing, putting your hands on, just like respect to the point of disrespect, and then they'll let your ass go. That's all they want.
Shout out to the Philly PD. We were going down. It was actually some. I think
Something
it
you
was
don't hear often.
It was it was a rap.
cut that
It was
real
a
quick.
rap event or something. I was in college.
That's
Maybe we were
better.
driving down. We were on Girard Avenue, and we're drinking in the car. I got a case of beer, and I might have told this. And the cop catches me drink. I didn't see him. I look left. I look right. I don't see him. You know, I'm in the back seat, not driving. Driver was totally not drinking either. They're going to go on record there. And so I like bottoms up to finish the bottle, and the cop goes, "I caught you." And I'm like, I drop it between my feet, and I like pull my hands up, like, just hanging out, you know, like no bottles of beer here. He's like, "I caught you, man." I'm like, "Fuck." He goes, "Just dump it out." And I'm like, "Oh, thank you." I'm like, "It's empty, man. I swear to God, it's empty." And then he goes, "I'm just fucking with you. Keep drinking it." I'm like, "All right, man. See ya." And then he blew the red light. I was like, "Later."
He sent you on your way.
Yeah, he goes, "The driver's not drinking, is he?" And we're like, "No." And he's like, "I'll take your word for it. Have a good night."
Jesus
They have
Christ.
bigger fish to fry.
Yeah, especially fucking like third and Girard.
A similar thing happened in it was like Plymouth White Marsh area, but we were smoking dope in the car. We were smoking a blunt in the car, and the cop pulled us over, and he saw us. He was starting to arrest us, but the dude in the back seat was like I drink with you. It was like we know each other. Like I've been at the same party as you, and the guy like threw the ticket out and just like kind
Really?
of had us on our way. Like it was
Pretty
like
good.
the suburbs. They were going to not only like write us up, they were going to arrest us
you're
for
in.
the weed.
You're in. Yeah.
But since the guy knew the cop a little bit personally, we were
God
good to
damn.
go. Yeah, it was a
Drinking
nice
with cops.
get out of
Yeah.
jail
Trash,
free
too.
card.
Holy
That
shit.
is-
This guy's got it coming and going.
All right, just from Cameron Harris. I think we've talked about this. Will you talk or use speakerphone in public?
Oh God, no.
It's fucking. Do you?
Depends. Not like
man.
in front of people, but
You do talk to text, which is fucking trashy. It's the worst. Are you? No. Are you? And you're just yelling at your phone.
are you talking to me? It's very rude.
My mom does that shit too, and she'll do it in like the middle of like an important conversation. It's like text messaging is meant to be discreet.
Yeah, of
Like you
course.
could do it easily with your thumb, and she'll like just start talking dead into her phone while we're talking about something serious,
Yeah.
and she'll just
Did you
completely
hear Tommy's
supersede it.
cheating on Nancy? You're like, yo, what the
Wait a
fuck?
second. Why are you bringing this up?
the ground turkey instead of the ground beef.
That's improv chops right there, folks.
FaceTiming in public is also.
Animalistic.
What if you're away from people?
If you walk away from people, I think that there's something to
If you're
that. but
taking, that's a courtesy. That's a courtesy acknowledgement of like, hey, what I'm about to do isn't, socially
Because
acceptable.
on vacation, we saw the sunrise every morning, and we'd always FaceTime with our parents. Now, there was people like in the general area, but I mean, I wasn't like screaming like I'm on the bus or anything.
I think if you have something to show, I think that it's okay. But if
Okay,
you just
cool.
want to look at somebody's face,
Do you ever see people walking down the street FaceTiming on speakerphone and not even
oh,
looking at, like,
man.
no one's making eye contact?
Yeah, I'm not doing that. I'm not a fucking asshole.
It's got to be like smokers' rules, like 15 feet from the door,
Sure.
take a step off the curb, get away from the general
excuse
population.
yourself.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
you got to excuse yourself.
All right, we got to wrap up. We've been going.
Yeah,
We've been
this has
pushing
been
it here.
unbelievable.
All right, this is from Chris. One more. Is it trashy to have magnets from destinations that you've personally never been to? Like if someone, that's a
Yo.
home run of a question, dude. If someone went to Paris and brings you back a magnet, yeah, dude, that is fucking trash.
Yeah, at least got to put it on the side of the fridge so you're not misrepresenting yourself.
Can't
Like you're a
leave.
world
Stealing
traveler.
valor. Same with
You been to Disney World? Well, not exactly.
I just have the snow globe that says I did. I have like shot glasses from Cancun. Like, I've never been to fucking Cancun. The fuck is
Got Mardi Gras beads and shit. Oh, that's great. Yeah, that's trash.
That's real
That's
trash.
My last thing that I'll submit for me being trash, for me being garbage,
Closing arguments.
is that recently I was walking back to my house and I saw a guy selling out of the back of his convertible
Oh, God.
a sleeve of deodorants, travel deodorants, and they were women's deodorants. But I stopped and I bought a sleeve from this guy,
my
and
God, dude.
he after I
Secret?
bought them, he said it was secret exactly,
Nice.
and he
I don't
was
mind
like,
secret.
he said, "Are you on your way to the halfway house too?" And I was like, this makes me feel pretty garbage. And so
Yeah.
I was like rifling through before I came on, and I was like, that's my most garbage thing. If I
That's
want to bring
tough.
something to the table, buying sleeves of travel women's deodorant while getting mistaken for being on my way to the halfway house, that's how I want to be seen by you guys.
If you cut me in for 20%, I could be on my way anywhere. I'll tell you that, big boy. What kind of convertible?
Like I think it was like a Mazda or something like that. Nothing nice.
He's in a Miata.
Well, I got news for you. After careful deliberation, I think you can rest easy and know, my friend, that you are 100% Garabaggio.
Yeah, that's pretty trashy,
You are
dude.
trash.
Thank you so much. That means the most to me.
With a nice education and some good test scores. That's about it.
Yeah,
That's all I
it's
have.
putting lipstick on a pig, dude. Yeah, you
I
went to
thought
Maine, that's okay. The 1430, but
I
Yeah.
thought the family would save you, but the
Bully me
coffee
a little
table
bit.
story, the drive to Iowa,
There's some gross
the
shit
skim
in there.
milk,
the eggs Benedict,
the wheat bread.
yeah.
Yeah,
there's
and
some
you
gross
on your
shit in
own. I
there.
mean, that would be the only thing that would pull you out of the fire is your father's Princeton diploma.
Yeah, but I need a plaque from you guys that I could put next to that diploma from him. Just something on the wall. You guys need to be giving out certificates.
And
like
with
you
your
are
Help
garbage.
Barstool Fund, we will get those certificates.
Exactly.
That is a fire idea.
That's
Yeah,
a great
all right,
You
idea.
are
yeah.
certified garbage. Love
Buddy,
it.
thank you so
Yeah,
much.
thank
Is there
you guys.
anything you want the folks out there to know? Hit them with it.
No, sir. Just for them to get on your guys' Patreon and keep on supporting what you guys are
thank you.
doing because
That's
I
sweet.
love it. I'm a fan of what you guys are doing.
Thank you, buddy.
Keep it up. Keep it up for sure.
Appreciate that.
We're a big fan of yours. Kippy, what do you got
Also,
for 'em?
for the listener, Foley really did send me a text of get the ground turkey instead of the
thought it was
ground
fake.
I
beef.
commit
I
to
really
a
thought
bit.
that was
They
fake.
don't teach you that at the Arden, do they? Huh?
Guys, thank you so much for listening. And as always, please make sure you rate, review, subscribe on iTunes. We're in the top 200. We fucking appreciate that. We were number 28 at one point. Fell a little bit. No big deal. Also, check out
199.5 right now.
by the skin of our balls. Full video available on YouTube. You can subscribe there as well. Those numbers are fucking through the roof. We appreciate that. And then patreon.com. Sign up for bonus content. Help us keep the fucking lights on. Thank you so much.
Peace.
Peace.